Alrighty, and welcome back. We're going to be doing a review for Eveage again. This is the second product I am going to be reviewing for them. If you remember, they're the ones that had the flat surface cleaner with the extractor hose. And this is another thing that they sell. This is called a water broom, and it's also an undercarriage cleaner. Now, you're probably wondering what on earth is that? And here, this picture down here shows it pretty good. Basically, if you imagine a push broom for a wet situation, that's what it is. And then, of course, it has this pivoting nozzle that allows you to turn it straight upwards, and you can use it as a undercarriage cleaner. And then I'm going to go a step further. That's for like cars. But what had occurred to me, since I'm a lawn service channel and pressure washing channel, is that this would be a great thing to spray up under the deck on the mower when it gets all full of weeds and grass and you have to go under there and scrape. I think that you can just drive the mower up onto a ramp and run this under that and clean it off quickly. I think that's going to work. So anyway, I'm going to demonstrate that today, and we're going to demonstrate it as a water broom. And then I guess maybe we'll spray it up under the truck, although the truck pretty much stays on the road, so I don't think there's going to be mud and stuff on there. But let's open up the box and see what we have in there. Okay, this is what's in the box. You got 3 sections of wand extensions, and one of them has a curve to it. And then you have the main unit here. And the first thing I want to point out is that it has nice big wheels on it. I have had water brooms in the past, and they have like the little pressure washer casters that like go on the flat surface cleaners, which is fine for flat surface cleaner. But on a water broom, it becomes, I don't know, odd. It's just hard to get around. If there's the slightest little imperfection on the surface, it's hard to get around, and it really needs big wheels, and so that is a good plus for this one. And then of course there is the coupler. Before I said nozzle, and it's not a nozzle, it's a coupler. And that actually, you pull that little pin out and you can change the angle on it. So you use it as a water broom this way, but you change the angle to point up, like 90 degrees, like straight at me. And then when you put it, we'll find out how that works anyway. That'll make the nozzle spray upward so that you can do an undercarriage. And we'll find out when we get to that point. Oh yeah, and it also comes with this car wash mitt. That's a mitt. Put your hand in there and wash your car with it. So that's nice. Anyway, here's the assembly instructions. It's just a single sheet with nothing on the back. And it shows you that the curved wand goes first into your pressure washing wand, I guess. Yeah. So your pressure washer will have a wand, and then that plugs into that, and then you plug the other extensions into each other and then into the water broom, and you're all set to go. So what situations would you want to use a water broom in? And I just happen to have exactly that situation right here. A situation like this, where you have an area that not only holds water, it just rained here, and as you can see, it's holding water. It's slightly dirty, because if it's like extremely dirty, you're going to want to use a turbo nozzle or a flat surface cleaner. But if it were that dirty, the first thing you would want to do is get a lot of this stuff off of there. And so a quick sweep through with the water broom would get it ready for the flat surface cleaner, especially if it was using an extractor, so you don't clog up the extractor. But if it's a light duty like this is pretty light, you can do the entire cleaning job with the water broom. And most importantly, what's going to happen is water is going to pool right here, and dirt and sludge and all that. And the problem is, when you're inside a cage, is that everything has to go out that door. And so you're going to end up having to continually spray everything that direction. And the fastest way to do that, from experience, is a water broom. You'll see when I get to it, I'm going to do all the cleaning and all the sweeping out that door, all with this one attachment. And so I'm going to go get the pressure washer and hook everything up, and we're going to do that. Alrighty, so it worked just as good as I thought it was going to do. Even at the end there, you saw that I was able to pick it up and it wasn't flopping around all over the place. I was kind of thinking that once it left the ground that it was going to start spinning or something nuts like that, but it stayed steady so that I could spray off the screen up there where a bunch of dirt had flown up. And that's handy too. Like say if you're washing screen panels, you have 4 nozzles. I think this is 16 inches wide instead of 1 fan. It would do a job like cleaning the screen a lot faster as well. Of course, the pressure is much lower. I am using a 4200 psi pressure washer, but keep in mind that it's being divided by 4, the pressure and the gallons per minute divided by 4, so you're not getting an astonishing amount of power out the nozzles. Like I say, it's for light cleaning, but mainly for water brooming all the sludge and everything out in an exact particular direction, like to get out a door. And it did that. Definitely did that. But if I had put down any kind of cleaner like bleach, it would have cleaned it completely perfect for that. But it's like you're seeing here that I didn't use any of the extensions, and I probably should have used at least the one at an angle, so that when you're cleaning you have it angled down, but when you're water brooming you want it more at an angle to push straighter. So I probably should have had at least the one angled one on there, and I'll have that on in the next scene, because what I'm going to do is demonstrate how to, say you've got a paver walkway that is mostly clean. Of course it's mostly dirty now because I just sprayed all this onto it, and you just want to freshen it up. And so this would be a fast way of doing that. And so I'm going to put that angled nozzle on there to make that easier, so I can stand upright and have it spraying forward like that. But not bad. And I just want to mention quickly, if you saw the part, I don't know where I'm going to put it in on the video, but the part where I needed to get a little closer to the edge here and I had to go up on the frame. And that is exactly what I was talking about with the wheels being big like that, because that would have been harder to do with the little tiny casters that they usually put on these things. But I was able to run right up on there and nice and smooth move right along. And I know there's dirt there. Keep in mind, no cleanser, gallons per minute divided by 4, quick cleaning. If I had kept at it or put the slightest little bleach on there, it would have been done. But all the dirt by the pots is gone, and that's good. That was algae and dirt and so on. Anyway, let's move on to the next scene and clean that walkway out there with the angle attachment. Okay, that worked out really good. It really speeds up the process. If you're just freshening it up, if it's not a deep cleaning, especially like on pavers, you don't want to be doing a deep cleaning too often because it removes all the sand. Then you have to resand. But yeah, the hardest problem was the hose getting hung up on me. But we're talking about 100 feet. Anyway, the something that you might be wondering is, does it do that steering thing? And the answer is yes. As you twist this, it steers. See that? Like a vacuum cleaner. And so you have control, provided you have the slack on the hose. But something else I wanted to mention, if you notice that I've kind of got the wand up high, you kind of have a choice between up really high, kind of over your shoulder at that angle, or don't use the extension with the curve to it, and then you'll just have to reach down, which is actually probably what I would prefer. And the reason being is that this coupler is not infinitely variable. Pull the pin out and you get 90 degrees is what you do. See that? It's not gonna click in until you hit 90 degrees. So now it's set up for undercarriage. And I've got the mower all set up on the driveway, so let's go do that. Okay, so that worked extremely well, better than I even thought. And of course, these mowers are not dirty underneath. There was nothing under there. This one had some grass, because this one's mainly mulching, so it had some stuff under there, but they're not usually a nightmare until the middle of summer. But you lawn guys, you would know what I'm talking about when I say you got to scrape the decks every day, most of you up there in the northern states with that type of grass. This is the type of thing where if you have a platform set up, you can just run this under there every day and clean them out. Anyway, it worked out much better than I thought. I mean, I knew it was going to be good, but I didn't realize it was going to work out that good. I wasn't really interested in the undercarriage part. Oh yeah, and it will, you know, as you can imagine, it can spray up under cars, but I think you get the point. This is a great attachment. It's a great addition to pressure washing arsenal. I recommend it to everybody. The big tires are perfect for it. It's a very well designed attachment. I'm going to have the link in the description to the website and the Amazon link, and also in the top pinned comment to go check one out for yourself. It's not very much. It was 40-50 bucks, something like that, and definitely worth it. All right, thanks for watching everybody, and we'll see you in the next video.